I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Today we're reading from the book of Psalms, chapter 37. Let's focus on verses 1 through 10. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and feed on his faithfulness. Delight yourselves also in the Lord, and he shall give you the desires of your heart. Commit your way to the Lord. Trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. He shall bring forth your righteousness as the light, and your justice as the noonday. Rest in the Lord, and wait patiently for him. Do not fret because of him who prospers in his way, because of the man who brings wicked schemes to pass. Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Do not fret. It only causes harm. For evildoers shall be cut off, but those who wait on the Lord, they shall inherit the earth. For yet a little while, and the wicked shall be no more. Indeed, you will look carefully for his place, but it shall be no more. I love the cause and effect language in today's psalm. Trusting and doing good leads to dwelling and feeding on. Delighting in the Lord leads to being given. Committing and trusting leads to God bringing to pass and bringing forth. We get a strong sense that God does not just demand our obedience, he also delights in it. Proverbs 3 verses 5 through 7, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. It says, do not be wise in your own eyes, but fear the Lord and depart from evil. In all this cause and effect, it's easy to get this opinion about God that he can be manipulated into doing whatever we want, that he exists just to give us the desires of our heart. We should be cautioned that God is not our genie in heaven. He is our Lord, our Father in heaven. And this being the case, we should seek to align ourselves with him. When we read his word and we apply it to our lives, well, then we begin to trust him. He proves himself to be faithful to his word. That's where we learn to love the things that he loves, where we learn to avoid the things that he disapproves of. Literally, he changes our will in order to align with his. Such people ask of the Lord, and they can expect to receive because they ask according to his will as they grow closer to him daily. He gave us his word, and so we should seek it every day, meditate on it, continually discuss it, talk about it everywhere we go. Look at how he says it in Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 6 and 7. And these words which I command you today shall be in your heart. You shall teach them diligently to your children, and should talk of them when you sit in your house, when you walk by the way, when you lie down, and when you rise up. Also, what's notable in today's psalm is this idea of inheriting the earth. It reminds us of both the Ten Commandments and the Beatitudes. Let's start with the Ten Commandments. Exodus chapter 20, verse 12. He says, honor your father and mother, that your days may be long upon the land which the Lord is given to you. Matthew chapter 5, verse 5, Jesus said, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Now that Hebrew word used for inherit the earth or inherit the land is ha'eretz. And that refers to a covenant land. It's not just the land as in, South Dakota or something. It's the covenant land. Believers in Jesus await a covenant land for ourselves, not the Jerusalem which is presently inhabited by Israel, but we await the new Jerusalem, which we will see. We see it in Revelation chapter 21 and 22. I'm Steve Wiggins, and this is the Groundworks Ministries podcast. Now, Groundworks Ministries operates entirely through financial donations from faithful people like yourself. And your giving to Groundworks Ministries transforms lives. Would you consider making a donation to Groundworks Ministries today? We need your monthly support now more than ever. Donating is secure and it's easy at our website, groundworksministries.com. Another way to help is to tell people about Groundworks Ministries. You can share these podcasts with friends and family. and on your social media. And of course, you can always direct folks to our website, groundworksministries.com.